What are you doing down there, Bibby? Are you doing rolls? What about you, Jupiter? Just chilling? Hi everyone, it's Lindsay, and welcome to another week and another video. This is my executive producer, Jupiter. She is well compensated, don't worry. And hopefully my co-host, Bibby, will show up here in a minute. He's kind of hanging out down there on the floor, so we'll see what happens. Just so you know, if you haven't been here before, I'm trying to lose my last 20 to 25 pounds on a plant-based diet. I typically eat 50-50 plates, which are half non-starchy vegetable, half starchy vegetable. My goal is to lose weight and not suffer intensively and not feel hungry all the time. So I'm eating a large volume of food, but it's low in caloric density and typically very healthy when I'm doing well. I occasionally do not do so well. So what I do is I've been taking pictures lately to help myself stay on track. It's a different way of doing things where I can track things but not have to punch it into a calculator like the calories and everything, but at least get a general guide of like, oh, that looks pretty healthy that I ate, but maybe not, you know, that other thing I ate or something like that. So anyway, I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to show you a couple clips from the week, and then I'm going to show you everything I ate for 7 days, and then I'm going to get to the weigh-in. That's my Home Alone dude. That's how I feel. I was kind of freaking out last night. I spent about 9 hours working on college algebra, and then I took my practice quiz. That is the practice for my test that's coming up next week, and the tests are like a big part of my grade, and I got a 65% on it, and that just led me into this whole dark way of thinking and wanting to give up. It's so frustrating when you spend so much time on something and then it doesn't go well. And I know part of it was like I didn't go back over some of the older material, and I kind of thought that the test was going to be multiple choice, and I got spoiled by that, and it wasn't multiple choice. And luckily this was not worth a whole lot of points for my overall grade. But then I'm immediately like, well, I'm not getting it. I don't understand, and I think I should quit. And I know that that relates a lot to weight loss too. Like whenever we do all the work and we don't see the results on the scale and we know we've been eating good all week and then we get a gain. It's kind of a similar feeling. Like, and then you just want to give up. But the answer is not to give up. The answer is to keep going, reassess where you are, figure out what happened maybe, and learn from it. And so that's what I'm trying to do today. And I'm just going back through my practice quiz, which I can't even see which problems I got wrong because the quiz is still open for other people. But I found some kind of website where you can plug in the problem and it'll tell you step by step what you do. And I'm telling you that so far I'm finding that I've just made really dumb little mistakes, like forgetting to multiply one of the terms. But overall I'm doing the problems properly. And so I feel better about it because I've assessed what is going on. I just really needed to do that, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't mean I'm going to totally bomb this test. That just means I need to be more meticulous on the problem solving. The trouble I have with that though is that these tests, the timer, it's like I get horrible test anxiety because I see that timer ticking, and it's like you have to really go pretty quick to get the test done in that amount of time. I feel like I think I had 20 problems and I had an hour to do them, but I mean, here's one of the problems. It was a pretty simple problem, but that was one of them that I screwed up because when I went to check my solution it didn't work, and it was because I just made a dumb little mistake. So anyway, I know that was a bit much about school, but I wanted to share because I know that that happens to a lot of us. We like do the work and then we don't get the results that we want, and then it just makes you want to quit. Don't quit. One thing I did different this week is I started tracking my weight every single morning just to see how much my weight was fluctuating and get an overall average for how I'm doing for the week. I'm going to show you what I ate each day, and you're going to see a lot of the same stuff. So my starting weight for the week was 157, and that's the weight I had in my last video. Here's Monday. Most days you're going to see I eat oatmeal or overnight oats for breakfast. One of the meals that you're going to see repeated is the one here in the middle, which is potatoes with A1 sauce and vegetables. Maybe a little strange, but it's very delicious. Tuesday morning, I weighed in at 156.6. You see that I eat the potatoes and vegetables again. And I also eat this other meal that you're going to see quite a bit, which is rice and vegetables with sweet chili sauce. So we're moving on now to Wednesday morning, where it dipped down to 156.2. And yeah, a lot of vegetables and sweet chili sauce. I do change the vegetables up quite a bit. And then we're going to move into Thursday morning, where I weighed in at 154.8. These oatmeal muffins you see quite a bit. Those have chocolate sauce that I made with maple syrup mixed with cocoa powder, and they kind of hit my chocolate craving. Friday morning I weighed in at 154.6, and this is where I kind of started to steer the wrong way. You're going to see a lot of cereal. I have a weakness for this red berry cereal. That might have been a little bit of a mistake purchasing that. And then we are at Saturday morning, and my weight has gone up to 156. I blame the cereal, but who knows. And I also went out to my absolute favorite restaurant, which is in Baldwin, kind of outside of St. Louis area. It's called Saffron Indian Cuisine. I had gobi pakora, which is fried cauliflower, and I had aloo mater, which is potatoes and peas in a gravy type sauce. And I could eat this every day. It's my absolute most favorite thing, but I think that it's got a lot of oil in it, so I'm fully anticipating that this is going to impact my weight. And then when I got home later that day, I had more of the red berry cereal whenever I got home later, and then some leftovers. And my weigh-in for Sunday was 157 pounds, right back to the drawing board. And Sunday is my most challenging day because I played board games with my friends every single Sunday. We always have snacks there. So that's why you're going to see the excessive amount of popcorn. I feel like the popcorn's not too bad because old Lindsay would have been piling up Reese's peanut butter cups instead of popcorn, or cookies instead of the popcorn. So this is like a toned down, less bad for me version. And then I ate some of my Indian leftovers, and then once again sweet chili sauce on rice and steamed vegetables. So let me just show you what my weigh-in was on Monday morning. So I started the week at 157 pounds, and I ended the week at 156 pounds. I did take my average weight for the entire week, and that was 156.03 pounds. So that is the number I'm going to try to beat next week. I think it's going to be difficult because I am starting PMS week, and as we all know, PMS week leads to cravings and leads to bloating. So I'm going to try really hard to eat as reasonably as possible and drink lots of water. We'll see what happens. I think overall this past week I did pretty well. It was the weekend that I went a little bit over the top with things. Probably don't need to buy the Special K red berries just because I have no self-control with those. And I know eating out's a trigger, but I feel like you gotta do that every now and then. But my biggest challenge is typically Sundays, just going to game day with my friends And I feel like eating the popcorn at least isn't as bad as what past Lindsay would have done. So weekends are definitely always the biggest challenge. Like during the week, I'm usually busy enough that I don't think about eating until I'm actually like hungry. So it's easier for me to stay on track. I'm just a lot busier during the week. But, you know, we'll see how this week goes. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you all for watching. I was really hoping Bibby would hang around a little bit more, but he's just kind of lurking around down here on the floor. Anyways, that's all I have for this week. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you all next time.